if you have not done a print and cut project in a while, you're going to want to recalibrate your machine and you're going to notice some changes. Cricut Design Space used to do a full border all the way around your image, and that was the registration mark that the Cricut would scan. In order to increase the dimensions of their print and cut sizes, Cricut went to these little corners. This red dotted line is kind of your tolerance. So while you can go this maximum width and that maximum height, you couldn't do that at a full square because it's got to go around a little notch. So someone asked me, well, what are those exact dimensions of that little crazy notched piece? And I couldn't find anything where someone had already put that together. So I created my own. And now I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. You could use mine, totally fine. If you go under projects, and let's see if you search my name. Okay, so you can find some projects by me and my name. You could then go and follow me. Once you follow me, you'll be able to see some of my other projects I've shared. One of them is this one. So then you can copy the link or you could save it to your projects so that you can make it. And I just want to point out this is all in Design Space that you can find other users like myself and follow them. This is where I started to do a little detective work because I did find one resource that gave me like the largest you could go in this space, and then another one that said the largest you could go widthwise. So I inserted a square, unlocked it, and used those settings, which were 6.75 wide by 9.25 in height. Okay. So this is what's out there as, yep, this is your max cut setting. To test that, I went over here to operation and changed this to a print then cut. And then under colors, I went to pattern. And then you can insert your own pattern. I will put the dimensions for all of these rectangles in the description for this video if you want to use those. Now I click make it and I can see, yep, that fits. And if I hover over it, it's within the little points, but it seems like I should be able to extend out into those. So then I did some more searching and I found a fellow crafter that said that she was using a 7.44 setting for the width. So I am going to copy and paste this and make this 7.44. And let's actually make it a perfect square of 7.44. Okay, so if we go over here, we can see the exclamation mark, which means we have a problem. So this says the max size for the shape is 7.38. So maybe somebody was using a 7.44, but that might not be correct anymore. But let's take 7.38 and I'm actually just going to enter that into the height because I trust this fellow crafter that they got that width. So maybe it's just my height that's a problem. So if I put that for the height, it now is letting me use that because it's not giving me an exclamation mark. If I hit make it, go down here to this one. See how that's fitting in that little notch out here. So let's cancel that. So I'm going to make another copy, and I'm just doing Control C, Control V on my computer to make the copy paste. So this other information that I found also said the height would be 9.94. So I get an exclamation mark. So I did a similar process of changing the width on this one because I knew the height was a number that somebody else had found. So it's just the width I'm trying to get to fit into that little puzzle piece. So now if I click make it, this fits in the regular. This fits in the side notch. And that fits in the top and bottom. So these are my 3 rectangles that I need to use. Don't worry if you didn't get all the measurements and dimensions. I'm putting all of them in the description. Or go in Design Space, search my last name, Mosch, and find my project and just save a copy of my guide project to your projects, and then you'll be able to use it. I'm just doing a copy and paste because just in case this doesn't work, I have my originals. If I change all these back to basic cut and take them all and say align to the center, and then I use my weld to join them into one piece. Then I'm going to change the operation to a guide so it's just an outline. And actually what I want to do first is go make a copy of this. So this is going to be my guide. This is what is actually going to be my print and cut maximum. So I'm going to change it to print and cut and put in a pattern. And this is really just to test that this shape works. So I did not get an error. So when I click make it, that fits perfectly. So if you want to use my guide, otherwise I'm going to write down all the dimensions for you also, and then you'll be able to maximize your print and cut. I am also going to add this new video to my print and cut project troubleshooting page. If you have not checked out this article, please go take a read. But I feel like the information about the size limitations or tolerances fits right in with that other information. Before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. I love to hear from you.